Alright.
Can my code name be Rooster?
Okay, your name is Rooster. Alright.
Penguin Puff?
Okay, we're on the other side. We're on the other side. We're doing the horizontal line test. Some people started to panic. They saw the word horizontal line test and thought it was a test. This is just the name of this thing. Okay? So it's not an actual test today. It's just a math thing. Alright, so here we go. The horizontal line test. This is a test to determine whether or not a function is one-to-one and thus have a proper inverse. It's a test to determine whether or not a function is one-to-one and thus have a proper inverse.
Luke really needs to go to the bathroom. Or Rooster really needs to go to the bathroom.
Can I get to the bathroom?
Yes.
Do you need my little agenda? It ain't the big deal.
Rooster
Can you
said
carry
he
it
can
with you?
barely hold it.
I get it.
Is he like passing gas next to you or something?
No. No, that's not my agenda. I think my diary of a Wimpy Kid book.
See, you walk with that, see what happens.
For real?
The
Yeah.
diary of a wimpy kid.
Yeah. So that's my pass. Mr. Schweitzer made me carry this
You
for a
want
pass.
to
Luke, why do you have a diary of a wimpy kid?
I read 3 of them this year.
Yeah, because they're for like third graders.
He's actually.
I only read twice a week.
This is why he's passing this math test. We have to read.
Alright, here we go. Okay. Now, it's easier for me to explain how this works by doing examples, okay? Because this is incredibly easy.
Oh.
And right, so the lesson is really short except for, like when I have to put in the calculator, that takes a long time. Alright, what you're going to do, you're going to draw a horizontal line. And when you draw a horizontal line, you're going to try to cross it more than once. Right, you're not going to try to miss it, you're going to try to cross it more than once. So here, I draw a horizontal line, it crosses it twice.
Oh.
If it crosses it twice, it has failed the horizontal line test. That means this is not one-to-one. And if it's not one-to-one, there is no proper inverse. You can just say no inverse. But this is the important part of the answer. No inverse. Like you don't have to write not one-to-one, but the answer I'm looking for is no inverse. That's it. That's all we're doing. Okay, so you're going to have a graph. You're going to try to draw a horizontal line, hit it more than once. Okay, if it hits it more than once, there's no inverse. Let's look at example B. Is there a way to draw a horizontal line so it'll intersect more than once?
No.
No, right? There's no way to draw. So, has an inverse. Has inverse.
Wait, what you mean?
So basically, these are yes or no questions.
So then why do I see math down here on the bottom part?
Okay, the math on the bottom part is you're going to draw the graph yourself, but you're just going to use a calculator or Desmos. Alright, so C, look at C. Right? You hit a bunch of times, so there's no inverse.
Wait till it has to go through both lines. Or wait.
Oh.
It hasn't hit it twice. 2 or more times. If it hits it 2 or more times, it has no inverse. Okay? Now, when I don't give you the graph, you still graph it. So I'm going to use a graphing calculator. Turn it on. Y equals, wow. Be grateful you don't have to do that math. Alright, 4x minus 1. All I'm doing is put it in the calculator. And I'm going to hit zoom 6 for standard. Okay, can I hit it more than once?
No.
So has an inverse. So you say yes. Has an inverse. Yes, has inverse.
So can we put just yes or? Can we-
Yes is okay. Alright. Now I'm going to put the other one in. Ready for the next one?
What are you plugging in?
The problem. I'm just plugging in the problem.
These you don't have to do the Zoom thing, right? You can
Right, you're just looking at it.
What do you put on the calculator?
The problem. You're putting the problem in there.
Yeah, but like what do you like click?
Y equals.
I put y equals. So if you have one of these, calculate. Wait, if you have the TI Inspire, it's a whole lot of work.
No, it's not. You just make it different.
Can I give Miss Tepke?
What?
Where's your diary?
To give her bathroom pass, somebody left in there. Oh, somebody said Pringles.
What if somebody? Was
Yeah,
using
go ahead and
what
take
if
it through.
somebody was using the bathroom? and
No,
they
somebody had a
moved
little
their
art
pass?
thing going with like Pringles and abuse.
All right.
Of you.
Okay, so to answer Mary's question, you're at the home screen. Press y equals. So it's 3 x cubed x exponent over here. 3 right arrow 2x squared plus 2x squared minus x. Graph it. Okay, so here's the thing. If you can you see that little piece down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you need convincing, I'm going to do, it's called a zoom box. Z box. I'm choosing Z box. And I'm going to, see the cursor? Do you see the cursor? Can you guys see that cursor?
I see it.
Alright, so I'm putting it in the top left corner of my box. I press enter. Now it's going to start creating a box. I'm using my down arrow and my right arrow key. There's my box. Press enter. Now it's obviously comes back on itself, so this is going to fail the horizontal line test. So I say no.
No. I see we're going back to this syntax stuff. See down here at the bottom.
Syntax.
Syntax. Cyan.
Oh, sine. All right.
Sign, yeah.
So cosine. I go to y equals. I clear that out. I type COS. X. Close the parentheses. Graph it. And I get. Okay. So what you want to do when you're at this screen, you need to go back to standard. So I'm going to hit zoom 6. 6 is standard. 6 is the normal window. Alright, you want the normal window. See how this looks now? So that's a no, has no inverse. Alright, that fails the horizontal line test. Example D, 1 over x squared. Alright, go back to y equals. I prefer to use the fraction bar. That way there's no doubt what's on top, what's on the bottom. So I got y equals 1 over x squared. Graph that puppy. Alright, so here, fails the horizontal line test. So no. Alright, e to the x, y equals, clear that out. E is right here on blue LN, right? It's the blue LN. So it's the LN button, it's the blue button, so you hit the second button first. So second, e to the x. That pops up. You got to type in the x still. Alright, so that's e to the x. Graph it. Alright, so that's a yes. Okay. Now, it might approach a horizontal line, but as far as we're concerned, it's always approaching the horizontal line. It does not actually become horizontal.
How do you do that on this calculator?
Enter. I already tried that.
TI Inspire.
How is that a
You have to
yes?
go back onto it and press enter.
Yeah.
Why me?
Your fault.
Why?
It's me. You can make it difficult.
You do it difficult.
Oh, Mr. Swire messed it up.
But you think I give out the same vibe to the butterfly?
Yes.
That's what Mary said.
I don't know what kind of vibe the butterfly gives.
I just like you remember that. Okay.
She just goes with the
Butterfly.
Oh. Well, somebody did e equals 1.
Oh my gosh. are so
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was your fault.
That was my fault. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Good golly.
It sounds like you right. It's not like she's 5 feet tall and she can catch everything.
I don't know.
First of all, it was up here. Exactly.
Okay, I don't know how to clear
Ow.
this. This needs to be cleared.
Not clear.
You know how to clear?
I just go like this. Oh.
You're simply goose, bro.
What is your home screen? A heart. He's sponsored, y'all know.
You already seen my script?
Yeah, there's something in here that's making E equal 1.
Yeah,
And I don't know why it's
Come
doing
on.
settings. Load.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a bag right up. That's okay.
Why?
Because I can do it.
Are you talking about something else?
Yeah. Alright, blog. Mr. Spencer is
You did the
currently trying to help his fellow students with the calculator and he's not being able to figure it out. So, slight
Hush.
intermission. He did it. Slight intermission to the long halftime. It's my fault. Butterfly small. But she said, I didn't know respect because she said it was
Did you do the
the
other thing?
same vibe as a butterfly.
Number one?
What does that even
Do
mean?
you have any questions?
Huh?
Do you have any questions?
Pegasus.
That's the end?
Bailey. I don't have any other questions. Bailey.
Why won't it go up?
Butterfly? No.
Bro, what did I do for
Bears,
grapes?
kind of, yeah. I'll stick with that.
Okay, I'm back. Alright, F,
We're back, guys.
Y equals, clear, negative, x squared, minus 25. Is it a minus 25? Yes. Graph it, and you will notice you sit there and wait and nothing happens. That means you want to do zoom and you want to go to
Zoom trig.
fit. Zoom fit. So there's the graph. So it's a no. Alright. Now, you don't want to leave it like that, so you're going to go to zoom 6 for standard. Okay, zoom 6 for standard. Now I'm going back, y equals. Now, how do you put absolute value on here? You're going to use math and num for number, and it's ABS for absolute value. And if you have some other calculator, I can help you individually. 0.5x. 1/2 is same as 0.5. I don't feel like typing the fraction 1/2, so I just put the decimal, and now I graph it. Is that a yes or no?
No.
No.
How do you do after that? No. Go up.
You go to math,
Okay.
num,
Okay.
4. Oh, not 4, 1. It's ABS. It's ABS. Are we ready for H? Ready for H?
Yes.
Alright, here go H. So I'm doing sine,
No.
sine, x, close, x to the negative 1. That's this button right here, negative 1. Right, it's right here, that's that button. It's next to sine button. Alright, graphing this puppy. And it looks like this. Is that a yes or no?
No.
That's a heck no. Alright,
No?
no.
Oh, it has to go through all of them?
Well, it doesn't have to go through all of them, it just has to hit at least twice. But if it hits twice, it's going to hit an infinite number of times. Alright, last example. Square. What's the matter?
Was this supposed to look like this? I'm lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. You're lost? All I'm doing is typing it in. I'm just copying these in.
Is this all this is?
Alright, yeah, this is all this is. The back is an old assignment. But you still have to do the back.
On back.
So square root of 25 minus x squared. Graph this puppy, and you got a semicircle. So that's a yes or no?
No.
No. That's it. Ends the lesson. Stop the video. Oops, no, don't stop.